So today's deliverance is your potentials and you. Nobody comes into this earth without a potential. But the question is this: have you been able to harness your potentials? That gift God has given to you, have you been able to bring it to pass?
OPN.
Dr. Jesus in action.
We are Mr. and Mrs. Ogala Christopher. We are from Delta State. What brought me to this great commission, two things specifically that makes a man to be recognized in his family and outside his family. And what are they? One is fruit of the womb, neither child, and the other one is what? You have a better quality or a good job that people can look up to you in the family that, yes, this is our son or this is our brother. Precisely, I'm the firstborn of my parents. It all started when after my marriage. That night of it, they prayed for us. They said we should do what a male and a female should do for what their miracle to manifest. We did it. It came to pass, but the enemy came from nowhere and turned everything upside down. We thought my wife was what? Pregnant, not knowing that it was hair. The hair that blows in the atmosphere that was in her womb.
Air.
Yes.
Pump.
Yes.
Hey.
So she visited our own clinic, their company clinic. They now said they didn't see anything like child, that what they saw there's multiples of fibroid. Hey. I said, Jesus, what kind of thing is this? And when you see her, she's just growing like somebody that I've taken in her leg, everything, the sign is there. Every day we keep on going for tests. They keep on telling us fibroid. And I said, till the 9th month, 10th month, that's how everything went. And I told her that, look, you have to leave worry and come to Port Harcourt and stay with me. When she came over to Port Harcourt, the following year, she took in again. That very night, we discovered that she has taken in, and we are taking in. She didn't know. But from what the doctor told me, that my wife have already was taking in. I said, thank God. But I didn't expose it to her that very moment until we got home, and I told her. That night of it, around 2 a.m. in the night, we slept. I left the bed. I said, let me come and sleep in the tiles for me to have, my body was so hot. My temperature calm down. Church, he came down and slept with me. Before we knew what was happening, everything flushed out again.
Hey!
Blood was everywhere. I was weak. I said, what kind of problem is this? That's how we keep on trying from that 2016 till last year. I took water spirit assignment. But before I took the water spirit assignment, the devil came again and attacked me with what they call low sperm count. For me not to what? To pregnant. So before then, I've already gotten this, what's it called? Low sperm count. That was the low sperm count that was what motivates me to say, no, I must find a solution to this thing. That was what brought me down to this place. When I saw where people were giving testimony in my television where I was watching, I said, no, if this people can give this same testimony, I myself will still also come here and testify too. So my wife now said, where are you going? Look at the church you've not been. You say you want to go there, that you are leaving our former church. I said, I am the one bearing the pain. You are not the one bearing the pain. I left there, I came here. So I partake in the first all night of that July 2017. I bought coconut. Brother, formerly my low sperm count fall down to 0.
Hey! Zero!
I have the proof here.
Bring it. We believe in evidence. 0 sperm count cannot pregnant a woman. Lie. Where is it? Look at it. 0.8 times 10 raised to power 6. Capture it very well. 0.8. 0 sperm count. Go to the hospital.
So after I saw this, I was worried. Even when I sleep with my wife, I don't have the mind of saying my wife will take in or something will come out until I came here. But after I've come, I took the coconut and the water spirit assignment that was given to us on Sunday of that after the all night. I took the assignment up to 3 times before I could perfect or achieve my goal in this, in this result. So it was last year, my wife says that she's tired. And I told my wife that in me, I'm okay now because where I have come to seek God's presence, God is there. And if God can make others to testify, I myself will also climb this exotic altar to testify.
Wait, your wife says she is tired.
Yes, sir.
That is, you walk, no result.
Yes, sir.
You labor, no achievement.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
So after then, my wife now went to a clinic again. So the doctor now insists that I should come with her so that they can take my sperm and go for some tests. And I told my wife that, look, I'm not going anywhere with you. He went back and told the doctor, say, my husband said it's not coming. And I said, okay, if for me to bring this this anger in you down, what do you want? He said, the doctor said, if I not come, I should give her my sperm so that she can take it. And I said, if that is the case, fine. I gave her, she went. And when she went, the doctor now said, but your husband is okay now.
Hey! Give Jesus a clap of praise.
Say your husband is okay. You both of you, at least with what I'm seeing on my digital screen, your husband can pregnant you, can even have as multiples of any children you want to have inside your womb. And I told, when she came back with the result, I was just looking at her. What did your doctor say?
Yeah.
She smiled and looked at me, said nothing. And I said, where is the result? He said, doctor said, and the result was there with her. And I said, okay, I will see the result later. Later on, she dropped the result on the bed. I went out of the bed, I saw the result. I just looked at her, I was just smiling. I said, God, thank you, Dr.
Where is
Jesus.
the result?
This is her.
Open it. What did they write there?
28 times 10 raised to power 6 per count. 28.
Look at it. 28 times 10 raised to power 6 sperm count. 28 times 10 raised to power 6. If you calculate it, it's getting to millions.
Yes, sir.
If you do it multiplication, addition, square it, it's going to million sperm count. But the first one was 0 point. Whether you multiply, you count it, it still be 0. 0 is 0. After your assignment,
Yes, sir. After the assignment
and the coconut,
yes, I took, sir.
the sperm count that was 0.8 now rose to 28 times 10 raised to power 6 sperm count. Mathematicians, if you can do it, it's getting to millions. 28 million sperm count can pregnant a woman. Because from 11 million sperm count can pregnant a woman. But now 28 million. This one is double. What happened again?
So, sir, after I saw the result, I didn't waste time.
It didn't waste time to do what?
I didn't waste time to do what a man and a female should do for something to produce.
Before you were not doing it with your mind.
In fact, I was hungry inside of me just to please her. But this time, I settled down. So, after 2 weeks, he said she was feeling feverish. Let her go for a clinic to do some checkup on her head. When she got there, the doctor carried another test. He said, Madam, congratulations.
Today, you shall receive congratulatory message. Doctor said what?
Congratulations, madam.
Hey.
He said, just go home and thank your God. And the nurses, according to her, when they look at her hand, they saw Dr. Jesus. He said, madam, in fact, worship in Dr. Jesus City. This is God that have done this. People have been coming. But what we are seeing, sir, I won't say it now. Let that time come. Because that normally say that it will give you a testimony that, in fact, that will make your family to be say, how come?
How did it happen? Testimony of how did it happen? That will be the testimony of somebody today.
What's the result for the pregnancy positive?
Where is the result? From low sperm count. Now, video. Zoom it now. Zoom it very well. Positive. Give Jesus a clap offering. And also zoom this one too. Zoom this one. Without this one, self. Without this one, self. This is the main one. See? It's the main one. From low sperm count. Doctor say you cannot pregnant your wife. But on coming to OBM, the sperm count was boosted. And without wasting time, he didn't rest. Work now was perfect. And look at the result. That is the result. Today, God will give you a result. And the result God will give you will be a good one.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
The other one is pertaining my job. Before I got married to my wife, my company was about shutting down at the year 2014. So they finally shut down on September 14, 2014. That's where they shut down. Ever since, I'll be applying for a job. When I get a job, the day they want to give me my appointment letter or they want to give me my confirmation letter, a report will come from head office that, sorry, the management said they cannot put somebody, they cannot employ a new building, that they will carry people from the known branch to come and teach them the job. Everything will just go. So this thing has been happening to me for more than 2 years. To a particular time, everything stopped. I was not even having a call, neither even when I applied, nothing. But to the glory of God, last year, I don't know, a friend of mine, a divine helper from outside, called me in one of the all night. That is made mention of, I've forgotten the all night. He said, before you get home, you will receive a call that will change your life.
Hey!
So that very day, the call came in at about 11 p.m. in the night. That Chris, I said, sir, who is this? He says, from so place. Can you send me your CV? I said, CV? I say, I don't have my CV on my phone, but what I will do, when I'll go to the cyber cafe and send it. So I don't know how he got my CV. He now said if I can remember, I sent a CV to him some time ago. I said I can't remember, and I don't even know who is calling. And I said, okay, I should forget. He printed out, he searched his mail and printed out my CV, and I submitted my CV to his BM. So another month again, they called me. That's how I should come over to Soso place in Transamadi. I said, that my wife was in, I think was in her leave period then. And I told her, look at what God is doing. God have answered one and the other one. Because actually, I was coming to this altar to cry to God. I said, God, you have given me a child. But the child is not mine. It is yours. I'm only a caretaker.
You are just a caretaker. God owns you, right? If God can give you a child, God will also make provision for the child.
So, often I do come here on Tuesday before service starts or after the service end. That was my prayer, to remind God. I say, God, if this child comes into this world today and he sees me as they tell him that, look, this is your father, and I'm sitting down home without going anywhere from morning to evening, how will the child feel? I said, God, no, you have to do something. I was not like this. If it is a sin for me to get married and begin to face this kind of thing, God, have mercy, but you have to find a means out. That was my cry, sowing every day I come to the place, not knowing that God was about to do the most important one, to do the other one to follow. So after then, before I got those TV calls and whatsoever, on another day again, they called me that I should come to so place. I went to the company that they said the white man wants to see me. I said, white man. I said, you don't reach. So he said, so he went, he interviewed me one-on-one on Aura. And I said, well, he has done his own part. He saw that I was okay in it. But the owner of the companies, they will be coming so time for the final interview. Then my heart was pumping, and I was taking this Tuesday service as if I don't come to this Tuesday service, something left me. And I was taking it as a pain upon myself that I was fast from that Tuesday, from that 60 evening, just for me to achieve this purpose of which I'm coming to this place. So at the end, the owners of the company, they came. In fact, when I entered the hall, I saw a crowd. My heart was pumping because I saw people that they are intelligent, their qualification is more than, but I only listened to a voice that normally says that. He said, depend on God. He said, when you depend on God, every other thing will be what? Will come. God will take in charge. That was what I just put on my mind. So I went there with the shoe that he said we should come with on 31st of December last year. I said, if this is the only thing I will carry down to this place, fine, let it go with me. Dr. Jesus, I'm going. We went there, they interviewed us. In fact, after the woman finished interviewing me, in my presence, what she wrote on my CV, approve.
Hey! Give Jesus a clap of prayer. Approve.
After then, we are waiting for the call-up. They sent a mail to me that the directors of the company have chosen me as one of their staff in this company. I say, glory be to God.
Give Jesus a clap of prayer.
So, after then, we are waiting for us to resume. They were not coming. The following week again, they called me again, said, Chris, come and resume your job. That's how.
Give Jesus a clap of prayer. It's done. Kneel down.
So
before then, you promised God.
Yes, sir. I promised God that the first salary that they are going to pay me, whether big or small, I'm going to give it to God as a sign of appreciation and to tell God, thank you for all his marvelous work, for his protection, for everything, for prayer answer, at least for being there for
Jesus a clap of prayer. Your first fruits. Bring it.
Jesus.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
Excess power.
Surplus power.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
My name is Victor Dokpo. I joined OPM May 2018, last year, after I had series of attacks. After my marriage, after like 2 weeks, my wife took in. She lost the pregnancy after 4 months.
Ew.
It was a challenge to me. I met a lot of doctors and they told me a lot of things to do. My plan was, let me just do it. So when the second pregnancy came, I was advised to stitch the cervix of my wife, which I did. But she still lost the pregnancy after 6 months.
Hey! I married my wife, give her belly, 4 months, miscarriage. Now I go to the doctor, I pregnant my wife again second time. As she get a belly, doctor say, swam. When you sold it, you're not going to get miscarriage. I sold it. 6 months. Upward. Medically, failed.
So that was when I was devastated. To be frank, I was terrible. It was terrible, seriously. I didn't know who to complain to. The doctor that did the stitch called me to his office, told me, Victor, I tried all I could. This is above me. It's a pure spiritual case. That was what he told
That
me.
is what good doctors say. They know some cases are not medical. This is pure spiritual. Doctor said, I did everything I could to save this pregnancy, but it still went out. This thing is not a medical thing, it's a spiritual thing. Continue.
So after a lot of sleepless nights, when I was living in Port Harcourt, I knew OPM. But I have to confess, I never liked wherever there's so much crowd. That's the truth. And I am regretting. Had it been I joined OPM those years, maybe I wouldn't have left Port Harcourt. But God has brought me back, and I believe I'll come back to Port Harcourt in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So after that, I now went on Facebook. I saw Daddy's preachings and everything. With the usual, if church cannot change you, change your church. I keyed into it. I came here. No, I sent him a text. He replied me immediately. That was May 2018. So I came to church here with my wife. We picked assignments.
We pick assignments. If church cannot change you, what do you do? I'm in my church. Miscarriage. Why not miscarry the church and enter OPM? Miscarry the church and come to OPM. If you are there, name a miscarriage.
So after like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, she took in again.
This time, people have located OPM.
Yes, sir. So the devil still stood up, because normally when my wife texts in, her legs will be swollen. So we came here. I brought my wife in the night after Dr. Jesus' night. We came here with the coconuts. I told her to lie on the altar there. She lied. After that, I poured oil on her leg. I poured the coconut water on her leg. After like 2 weeks, the leg dried up.
Power!
The doctor was surprised. Asked her what she did. But, most of these doctors, they might not believe. But I believe they must have believed by now. So after that, she continued with the pregnancy, a lot of hustles, a lot of bets with Dr. Jesus. She was able to deliver on Tuesday successfully.
Jesus, there's no one.
OPM. Dr. Jesus in action.
OPM.
Dr. Jesus in action.
We are Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Moses. I located this great commission last year, and what brought us here was excess poverty and hardship.
Excess poverty. There is difference between poverty and excess. Excess poverty and poverty. Poverty is small, but excess is big one.
Poverty that a whole day we will beg to get a cup of Gary.
Hey, a whole day, just 1 cup of Gary.
It all started when I lost my job some 3 years ago. And from there, I've been moving, looking for job. From one company to the other, the job was not forthcoming. So things keep on getting tough and tough and tough. So at a point, I've decided relocating back to my hometown. So the only thing I left with was to put my property for sale. so that I could afford transport to transport my property and my family back to the village. So while this was happening, a friend of mine called me. Because before then, I was moving from churches to churches, trying to seek the face of God. And all what they were telling me was different messages from God. This church will tell me, your guardian angels has left you. This one you will tell me this one will tell me this. So at the end, I decided to move back to my hometown. So my friend called me that, can't you call me that I should come and try OPM? I said, OPM? He said, yes. So I trekked all the way where I'm living because I reside at Eleprawa. I trekked down to Berekore here because there was not even 15 naira with me.
Sure.
So when I came down here, at the end of the service, they said we should take assignment. And I was looking at job-related assignment, but they asked me to take a water spirit assignment. I said, what does water spirit got to do with job? He said I should take that one. So as soon as I took the assignment, 4 days, the 5th day, I received a call.
Hey! The 5th day, he received a call. Today, you shall receive your own call.
The call came from Eket, from one of the manager of a company there. Said they needed me that very morning at Eket. They asked me, are you so person? I said, yes. I thought it was a 419. The first time I switched off the phone. So they called again after 2 minutes. He said, why are you doing that? We are calling you this. I said, okay. Say, we needed you. You should come over here at Eket. I told them I don't have money to transport myself down. They said, okay, I should borrow money and come down there. They will pay me back. So I looked around and I got some transport with me. I moved myself to Eket. And what surprised me, when I got to the park, the director of the company sent his private car, was waiting for me at the park.
Hey! Give Jesus a clap of praise.
It was like a dream. I said, what is happening? The driver came, are you so person? I said, yes. He said, please, can you please follow me to this, into this car? And now enter the car, we move to the company. It is a long story, let me just cut.
God is small.
So when after discussion, the man gave me an appointment to start job in 2 weeks' time. I will be in charge of the offshore operation.
Give Jesus a clap of praise. You will be in charge of the offshore operation.
Yes.
Anything concerns offshore, you are in charge. Hey!
So while coming back, he gave me 10,000. He ordered his driver to take me back to the park. I started having money to eat with my family. Monday of next week, in the morning, I received a call. My phone was ringing. I received. It was a white man that was calling. He asked me, are you so person, Moses? I said, yes. He said, okay, I'm calling you from Benin. Benin? He said, somebody recommended you to me. So I want you to I'm sending you my email address. You should forward my CV to him. What is happening? Immediately, I forwarded the CV. The man booked interview the following day, 7 o'clock, somewhere at Benin GRA. I'm forgetting the very address. So, meanwhile, Eket is pending now. Another one is here. So, and now the following day, I moved to Benin. I looked for transport. So when I got there, we had the interview. The man said, okay, in 1 week time, I'm coming to resume. He gave me another 10,000 down there, 20,000.
Hey! Just like that.
On Wednesday of that week, I got a call from Lagos.
Another call again. Hey! Today, you shall receive calls. Another call from Lagos.
From Lagos.
Let us see the one that is bigger.
The man introduced himself as an engineer that he wants me to come to Apapa in Lagos. So I asked him what? He said somebody asked him to call me for the job. Eket, Benin, now Lagos.
Hey.
Immediately, the following day, he asked me to send my account number for transport. I sent. The man transfer. I left. That day, on Thursday in the morning to Lagos, I met with the man. We did everything. Immediately, the man asked me to start job.
Wait. He asked you to start
Immediately
job.
to start
Immediately.
job. To start job. So I said, okay, Eket 2 weeks, Benin 1 week. Here, now. Let me start with this one.
Give Jesus a clap of praise. Hey! Hey! Eket, 2 weeks to resume. Benin, 1 week to resume. Lagos, instant. Hey! Today, God will give you instant miracle. Listen, in OBM, we don't prolong matter. We believe in now. Now. And that is why, have you started your job?
Yeah. So as I was there, after 2 weeks, I received a call that I should come back to Port Harcourt. There is an international job for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Which kind of connection is this? Which kind of open door is this?
So I called my manager there. So I returned back to Port Harcourt. They started processing the papers. And after 1 week, I flew out of the country.
Hey! 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 Give Jesus a clap of praise. Now, look at the scenario. Eket, 2 weeks. Benin, 1 week. Lagos, instantly. Port Harcourt International. Hey! Now, you flew out of the country.
Flew out of the country. And even when I was there, a lot of companies were still contacting me.
Which kind of open door is this? Today, receive your own open door. Hey! After fleeing out of the country, did you fly, come back?
Yes, I am on my time off now.
Hey, Gaga. You are into Nigeria back.
Yes. So I'm here this morning, this afternoon, to return all glory and honor to that God that made me to know this commission. You know, it was not easy, but as soon as I found myself here, things started working well. The same land that was for sale, the building on it now is on the inter level.
That your own land.
That was for sale for me to relocate back to my village.
Wait,
It's
you
on the
bless
lintel.
it for sale.
Yes.
So that you can relocate to the village.
Yes.
But now, it has gone to the lintel
Inter-level.
level. Give Jesus a clap of praise.
So I just want to return glory and honor to God for all that He has done. And those of you that are coming looking for the same, I'm sure you that God will answer you at the point of your need in
Amen.
Jesus' name. I'm here to dedicate my appointment letter.
This is appointment letter. Evidence. Now, you said something that even cup of Gary.
Was difficult for me to afford for my family.
Child.
I trekked from Eleprawa to Iberekuri here before joining one of these lorries to this place.
Sure.
The first 2 times I visited this
The
place.
first day you came to OBM, you trekked from Eleprawa to Obrikure before you saw the OBM free bus and you joined. But today, you are flying up.
I'm flying up.
Flying up.
Flying up.
Hey!
It was one of the church members here that helped me to buy one water and one oil. I
The
had
first
nothing
day you
with me.
came?
Yes,
Child.
I had nothing with me. But today, God be the glory.